Like I said, we discuss important things on this channel. We discuss the hot topics that are dividing Americans as we speak. Okay? We need to get to the heart of the issues. Talk about the real stuff. That's why we're doing this next segment. Has Barack Obama ever had gay sex? And if so, was he good at it? People are saying. People are out there saying. You hear the little whispers on the wind. A little Ed Rock says Gilbert Gottfried. I would love if Gilbert Gottfried called in. What's that in reference to? I'm confused. I'm scared. I'm liking it, though. Has Barack Obama ever had sex with Gilbert Gottfried? Let me be clear. Let him be clear. He's here to fuck my ass. Has Barack Obama ever had gay sex? And if so, was he good at it? Oh, Gilbert Gottfried's the opposite of ASMR. That's a good point. Affleck. Remember after there was a tsunami in Japan that killed a bunch of people? And Gilbert Gottfried tweeted that it made sense they would die because they were tiny people, which is very funny. He didn't give a shit. He didn't give a fuck. We should all aim to be at that point. Barack Obama, unfortunately, does give a fuck. We're talking all about it. Now, in this discussion of whether or not Barack Obama's gay, there's a couple characters we need to introduce to the scene. First, we have Tucker Robinette Swanson Carlson. He's a newsman. My man does news, much like myself. We're both very real journalists, okay? We both don't go out in the field anymore for the risk of Antifa, doing a little Barack Obama action, if you catch my drift, okay? Bending us over, and we're getting Baracked to our very core, okay? We've heard of Rock in the house. What about Barack the house? That's what's going to happen to us if Antifa catches him. Now, Tucker Carlson, you might remember for being on Fox News, which was your favorite TV channel. It was great. You loved it. Every day, you'd come home from your job or middle school. Also, you didn't have a job. Okay, you'd either come home from playing poker, or you didn't play poker, that's new, from playing canasta at the retirement home, or from middle school where you were sent home early for writing 1488 on all the desks. That's my viewership. That's my audience. We love you. We support you. Okay? Tucker Carlson was on Fox News, and then there was a lawsuit filed by Dominion Voting Systems where they revealed that Antifa kidnapped him, put a gun to his head, and consequently forced him to write out some tweets saying he hated Donald Trump. He thought Donald Trump was a loser. He thought all the viewers of Fox News were disgusting dog shit pigs, just the stupidest people. Antifa, holding a gun to his head and a samurai sword to his genitals, said, you need to send these texts that make it look like you are lying, and you know you're lying, and you hold the entirety of your audience in utter contempt. And he said, no, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Why do they have me do this? Used to be, I didn't have a samurai sword. A katana pointed right at my penis and balls. But now I do. No one can talk about it. No one can say that's what's happening. We all know it's exactly what's going on. So after getting fired by Fox News and presumably stealing a lot of office supplies as he left, he was hired by Elon Musk to run basically his new media company, X.com, which was always called that. Never had another name. Don't worry about it. He was hired to produce a program on there, which is now the second most watched show on X.com. Behind only, of course, reruns of Stripperella someone illegally uploaded. That's number one. But he's got number two on there, okay? So he's a newsman. He's willing, well, is Barry O a top or a bottom? We might be talking about that in just a second, Ad Rock, so maybe. Kevin Dickel says we call it Barry Obama gay sex. That's what we call it. That's what you call gay sex. Oh, we bombing. I hope you like Obama too. So now that he's on X.com, the dog is off the chain. An important thing to remember about Tucker, you cannot cuck him. You cannot cuck the Tuck. People keep trying out there to fuck Tucker Carlson's wife. And it has never once happened. Don't even try to cuck the Tuck. It ain't happening, okay? But he's on X.com. The dog is loose. Next person we need to talk about, Larry Tiberius Sinclair. He's a man. You see him on the left. He's the one up there on the left in that photo, just to clarify that. He claims to have done gay sex and also presumably gay crack with Barack Obama. Okay? That's his claim. Is he telling the truth? Not picking a side. I'm not picking a side here. I'm just saying a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are saying Larry Sinclair straight up dicked down. Many are saying this, that he dicked down Barack Obama. And the next thing they're saying is, who's Barack Obama again? Forget. Barack Hussein Al-Qaeda Obamacare. He claims to be the first black president, yet he failed to at any point get blown by a thick white girl while on the clock. Not even once did this guy have just a nice thick piece of meat, suck that dick. Wow. He was night managing the United States. That was his job. He was the night manager of America. Lamp says, for some reason, I'm in the mood for a can of chicken broth and a frozen dinner. That sounds awful. It's like a terrible dinner for someone to have. But, what kind of frozen dinner is your favorite? Do we fuck with a hungry man? I'm a hungry man. You're smaller. Do you fuck with the kids' cuisine? What's everyone's favorite kid cuisine? No, it's Dino Nuggets. We all fucking Dino Nuggets. Lamp says, because of that, I don't get to pay anything for my health care. And that's a good point. It's not that you don't have to. You don't get to. Do you know how much fun it is to pay for health care? To walk into a hospital and go, guess what, man? Guess what? I farted and my liver came out. No, Jared Pasqua says Stouffer's lasagna. Lamp at the same time said Stouffer's lasagna. Holy fucking shit, dude. At the exact same fucking moment. 1650-40. Right there. Holy fucking shit, dude. Kevin Dickel, less impressively, said Amy spinach and cheese tortellinis, but I'll mess with all those. Stouffer's lasagna is pretty good. Pop that in. Anyway, Barack Obama is exactly as white as Keanu Reeves. Can we all agree on that? Can we all establish that? He was the president at one point, and Larry Sinclair claims that before he was president in 1999, specifically Larry Sinclair went on Tucker Carlson's news program. Okay? Lamp says he be me. Is he you? How does any of this work? I don't know what's going on, but you guys are connected. Wowzers, Jared Pasqua says. That is crazy. That is wild. Stouffer's lasagna. Unfortunately, it was the wrong answer. You both have failed the quiz, and you get no points, and I'm sorry about that. Larry Sinclair, I think was his name, he appeared on Tucker Carlson's program on X.com, which, of course, is called Can't Cuck 'em. That's what he calls it. Can't cuck the tuck. That's what he calls it. Larry Sinclair appeared to tell a story about in 1999, having gay sex with Barack Obama. And here's the thing. We all know if you smoke enough crack in Gurnee, Illinois, eventually, you will fuck a Kenyan man. It's gonna happen. Also, Lamp says, I love Kevin, but I think he's possibly woke. Yeah, that Amy's tortellini is like the dumb Whole Foods organic shit, right? I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Real men eat Stouffer's lasagna. They pour Velveeta cheese on it. Then they take Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They crumble that up. They put that on there. And then they have it with, of course, a salad, which is just a head of iceberg lettuce, unchopped, covered by an entire bottle of Kraft Ranch. And then, as a beverage, a 2-liter of cherry RC Cola. That's really all it is. It's a good point. Jared Pasqua says Stouffer's lasagna can be a top or a bottom too. Is lasagna the gayest Italian food? Feels like it, doesn't it? Just kind of feels like it. The gayest of all the Italian foods. But to be fair, the Italians are a culture, and they're about to do a little race science. Everyone buckle up. The Italians are a culture where they're so straight it circles back around to being gay. There's like, I am so macho. I like it a macho, I like it a snap at the women. Sometime I get naked with my friend. We go to the bathhouse. We suck each other's dicks to prove we are man. That was kind of becoming the Russian guy from Street Fighter at the end. So anyway, Larry Sinclair did this interview with Tucker Carlson. Okay. The interview heard round the world. It surprised a lot of people. But you know who it didn't surprise? Didn't surprise me, because I might have been aware of it. As we're about to learn in a Tuck Text Take 3+1. You didn't think you're going to get another Tuck Text segment, but guess what, motherfucker? We're doing it. Tuck Text Take 3+1. This is the fourth time I've done it. Kevin Dickel says, no, manicotti is the gayest Italian food. That's true. Manicotti is the gayest food. If they're gayer and sitting down and go, I'm going to have for dinner manicotti. Stacked lasagnas. All right, Tuck Text Take 3. We're talking about it, guys. Sometimes me and Tucker text one another, okay? I'm going to read some of those texts right here. This is a text that I sent to Tucker. I have him saved in my phone as can't cuck him, okay? Because I'm established again, you can't cuck the Tuck. Stop trying. Okay? E says definitely the gayest entree, but not the gayest dessert. What is the gayest dessert? I mean, aside from, of course, a man's cum. That's the actual gayest thing you can eat. But we all have a thought on what the gayest dessert is. Listen, here's what I texted Tucker. I sent a Tuck text. Just say it. It's fun to say. Tuck text. Tuck text. I texted him. I said, hey, Tuck. Hey, Tuck. What's up? What's up? Remember those Budweiser commercials with the frogs? Those ruled. Anyway, there's this old guy I started managing, and you should have him on your show, ? And he said, who is this, and how did you get my number? It's not polite of Tucker can't cuck him. Tuck can't cuck him, Carlson. Not polite. Quite frankly, a little rude, I think. We're giving a big debate about what the gayest dessert is. Kevin Dickel says eclairs. E says tiramisu. It's a good point. It could be either one of those, quite frankly. And again, number one is just a bowl of a man's cum. But we're arguing over what number two is. And I think it could be either one of those. So that was the first Tuck text right there. Then I said, hey, it's Steve. We met at the boat show last year. You were judging, and at the time, I lived on a boat. It's true. Not a lot of people knew that. I lived on a boat, not a houseboat. No, it was a kayak, actually. I was living a kayak. Not the height of my life. He said, I have no memory of that boat show. Was that the one where the puppy drowned? And I said, yeah, you thought it was hilarious. Also, you kept calling me a poor white, which are the Mexicans of whites. He said, not at all narrowed down. So he'd often say that poor whites are the Mexicans of whites, which I think is rude. Ooh, Jared Pasqua says cannolis are equally as gay as manicotti. Well, cannolis, cream-filled shaped like a dick. Yeah, true for the eclairs and for the cannolis as well. Very true, Jared. Yeah, I think Jared's correct about that. Cannolis are just dessert manicotti, right? God, we got to get rid of the Italians. We got to figure out what's going on with that whole people. I don't know if anyone's got any ideas, solutions, final solutions even, on how to deal with the Italian problem, the IQ, as I say, the IP, the Italian question. Anyway, next thing I sent to Can't Cuck 'em was, listen, all you need to know is that I'm a big-time Hollywood mover and shaker. You ever see Sound of Freedom? Well, I bought multiple tickets for other people to go see it, okay? Which I think technically makes me a producer, right? Still have not seen it myself. He responded, yeah, sure, whatever. This Twitter bullshit is getting boring. I'm open to any kind of spice. And I said, what's Twitter? Surely you mean x.com. He says, I do not know. He didn't mean that. So I don't know what he's referring to. I don't know what a Twitter is. Sounds like a stupid name for a website. Sounds like something that you would forget the moment you heard it. Not like x.com. Fuck, that's so cool. Like the X Games? Or the Vin Diesel movie, Triple X, which is like, what if James Bond was fucking into extreme sports? What if James Bond did like a fucking ollie, dude? Rage Against the Machine, love him. All right. I responded, well, whatever. Important thing is I have this hot act now I'm managing. You won't believe the talent this kid has. Also, he's like 80. But he sings, he juggles, he can cook you a souffle and quote Shakespeare till you cry. Also, he claims to have smoked crack and did butt stuff with Barack Obama in 1999. And Tucker Carlson says, go on. Go on. 3 dots, ellipses. Many are calling it ellipses. Kevin Dickel says, if James Bond could skate, I'd have respect for British people. That's a very good point. Truly, what a stupid, degenerate group of people. God damn. They figured out how to colonize the entire world. They just showed it to a country and said, well, jolly good ours now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jolly good. Yes, yes. And then they came in just with a couple of guns, took over it, enslaved all the people. Meanwhile, they can't fucking figure out air conditioning. Temperature goes up to like 78, and they're like, well, time to kill ourselves. Time to put a gun in the mouth. Put a gun in your mouth, governor. Yip, yip. Anyway, so Tucker's interested in what this guy has to say now that I mention he had gay sex with Barack Obama. So I say, let me set the scene. 1999, what a year. Bill Clinton was coming to the end of his murderous reign of the American people, all of whom had phantom menace fever. And in Gurnee, Illinois, a young senator, maybe he worked at Blockbuster, named Barack Obama, had just gotten off the plane from Kenya. And then Tucker says, can you get to the point? I have a ketamine bath in like 10 minutes. So he kind of had a hard out. Had to get out of there. I get it. I'm getting to the point here, okay? So I say, okay, so Obama had a limo or something. Maybe he drove it. But anyway, he picked up Larry Nassar, or whatever this dude's name is, and he picked him up and fucked his ass. Fuck his ass? And Tucker Carlson says, are you sure he was topping? I think that if you can get Larry to say Obama's a bottom, that's really going to play better for my audience. Then I said, they might have actually just done hand stuff, actually. Sure you don't want to hear him yodel? So listen, I'm managing this guy. I have a manager, producer Nancy Mom, who handles my affairs. I want to pay it forward. Maybe get a little cut of the check. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Larry Sinclair is the guest of honor at tomorrow's 9/11 ceremony here in Columbuston. He's going to be on the float. The float behind him, just some people dressed as dancing Israelis, and he's just waving. 9/11 was good. It was cool that happened. Hi, guys. So I'm kind of trying to really get him as a performer, but Tucker's kind of thinking more as an interview subject. So Tucker says, not at all. Listen, if you can get this guy to New York in 13 hours, I'll have him on my show. And I said, can he travel by limo? JK LOL. Because that's where he got jacked off by Barack Obama. I guess you could call that the original Obamacare. All right, guys? Getting jacked off by him. That's the original Obamacare. All right? I didn't care for that. He didn't care for that one bit. He says, please don't text me again. And so that was the last text. We've gone back and forth, but I got him on the show. And I got 10% of his production fee. That's right. $50. Papa swimming. Papa swimming. Anyway, back to Obama being a homosexual. So, is it true? What do we think? Sound off in the comments. Is it true? This man behind me, who presumably looked exactly like this in 1999, is the guy on the left, by the way. Just to clarify, the guy on the left is the one who's claiming to have had sex with Barack Obama. The guy on the right? That guy. That guy is the one who claims to have had sex with Barack Obama. Wait, no. Fuck, I can't go that far. The other guy, no confirmation if he has or had not had sex with Barack Obama. We don't know. We haven't heard. But the question I have for you guys, first off, did it happen? Did it occur? Lamp says all boys are gross. This is the kind of misandry we need to stop. And this is what the Barbie movie is creating. And I know, because again, I was forced to see it like 8 or 9 times. It is telling young women they should hate men. But instead, it should be telling young women they should love white men. Okay? Put that message in. What if at the end, Barbie, at the end of the movie, after she's finally killed Thanos, and she just steps on a pile of skulls and goes, God, all I really want is just to have a bunch of babies shot right up there. Just cram my womb with little babies. Adrock says, if you can't trust a crackhead, who can you trust? Very good point. Very good point. There's no way a crackhead would make something up, okay? Kevin Dickel says, I hope it's true because I bet a lot of money on it. I might need to sell my house if I'm wrong. Well, but see, the money's not in the bets, it's in the sub bets. You got to bet the spread, okay? And I do mean spread in this case, if you know what I'm saying, all right? The question is, did Barack Obama spread his butt cheeks? What kind of lube did they use? Okay? Astroglide, canola oil, spit, oil, tears from children murdered by drone bombings. What did they use? We don't know. We'll never know. One thing we do have to wonder, though, did other presidents have gay sex? And if they did, what would that sound like? First off, let me just say this. Miss me with all this shit, okay? I had sex with Barack Obama. Yeah, when he was spry. Call me when you've had gay sex with Joe Biden. Then I'm impressed. No malarkey, Jack. I'm gonna suck that dick, Jack. You gotta get out there and it's a victory. It's a victory for sucking a dick, Jack, quite frankly. Why does Joe Biden sound like he's from Kentucky when he's from Delaware? How does any of that work? These damn MAGA Republicans aren't fucking my ass right. Damn it. Has Joe Biden ever had gay sex? We don't know. Adrock says, my prom is any indication, limousines come stocked with lube. Perhaps. But, for high school, you did go to a Homo U. All right? People having gay sex. Oh, my God. Also, we stopped doing prom here in Columbuston because for half the graduating class, it also operated as a baby shower and wedding. So that was just taking up a lot of time. So we kind of got rid of it. Has Joe Biden ever had gay sex? Also, how about William Jefferson Clinton? My fellow Americans, I feel your pain. Mostly because I'm also getting fucked in the ass. Same way you are. It's causing me a lot of pain. I did not have sexual relationships with that woman. For that matter, any women. But I've had a lot of sexual relationships with men. You give me any man, I'm going to have him fuck my ass. You could have a normal dick. You could have a tiny dick. You could have a big dick. I don't care. All I want is to have that gay sex. My fellow Americans. You would say that a lot, right? Did William Jefferson Clinton, Slick Willie, they call him, was he really slick? Now, Kevin Deckel says, I met Bill Clinton in college. Can you shed any light into whether or not he's ever had gay sex? Maybe any firsthand experience? Kevin Dickel, I feel your pain. Well, not really, because I'm only going to top with you. So I'm not going to feel your pain later. You're going to have to live with this pain. I'm done. Don't talk to me ever again. Bill Clinton. What if he was like brought Monica in the room? He's like, Monica, here's the deal. You need to claim that you suck my dick. Actually, I find women disgusting. All of their parts are weird and pulsating. They're like the eggs from the Alien movies. Don't care for them. Kevin Dickel says, as soon as he got to the podium to give his speech, he opened, I look around the room and I wish I was all of your ages. And he slapped the podium and everyone laughed. Ha, 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 ha. God, I can't say I blame him. It would have been great to have been your age. Now, I don't want to put you on blast here, Kevin, in terms of your age. What are we talking about? Was he president at the time? Had he been retired? Was he in the sort of later period of his life where he looks like he died? He looks like they're weekend at Bernieing him. Is that the situation? I don't know. What if Ronald Reagan had gay sex? Listen, some people are claiming this whole segment was an excuse for me to do impressions of presidents saying gay shit. It was 2013 campaigning. Was Terry McAuliffe the one who got shot in the head? Was that the one or is that someone else? Some guy popped her in the head. But you know what? Can't keep her down. It's fucking powerful. They shot her in the fucking head and she spit a bullet back out and said, suck my dick. You know who else said suck my dick? Ronald Reagan. Let me tell you something. Mr. Gorbachev, Mr. Gorbachev, suck my dick. Mr. Gorbachev, eat my ass. There's only 3 sexual, well, how many sexual acts do I think of gay guys doing? By the way, only gay men exist. Lesbians don't exist. That's not real. That was made up by Pixar. You can, for a gay guy, you can do butt fucking. You can do mouth fucking. You can do hand fucking. You can eat ass. So you could jack off. This is a new game show I'm pitching to Fox. Come up with gay shit. It's a spin-off of Kids Say the Darndest Things. Another show I'm pitching. Are you gayer than a 5th grader? My fellow Americans, I not ask what your country can do for you. Ask how many guys you can have sex with. How many guys you can come on. We do this thing not because it's easy, but because I am hard. I am hard. Lamp says she prefers the armpit. Disgusting. Seek medical help. Go see a doctor immediately. Let me see that, because this picture right here, okay, this picture right here behind me, that was right before he got some explosive head. Okay. All right. Thank you. He got explosive head. Adrock says JFK was the last straight president. That might be true. That might. What if, listen, straight up, if it came out tomorrow that, like, listen, JFK, he fucked Marilyn Monroe. If it came out tomorrow that Joe Biden, or John Biden, as I call him, Joseph Robinette Biden, KFK, Kevin Dickel says, good one. They got to laugh out of me. What if it came out tomorrow that Joe Biden still gets his dick hard and just like fucking went just gorilla style on like Anna de Armas's pussy? She's like, I am Cuban and now I believe in capitalism because he turned out my pussy so good. He would win in a fucking landslide. Holy shit. Whoever's running against him in 2024, we all know who it's going to be. It's obviously, we all know it's going to be Jeb. Whoever's running against him, it's going to be Jeb. Is going to get a call from Walter Mondale being like, I thought I lost. Also, is Walter Mondale dead? We're not going to check that out. And then, of course, we have the final one, which is, it's me, Jimmy Carter. History's greatest monster, Jimmy Carter. But man, do I love penises. I love having some gay sex. I'm Jimmy Carter. I'm not dead yet. Remember when I went into hospice like a year ago? I'm still alive. I actually just won the New York Marathon. Still in hospice. It's very weird. I'm a contestant on next season of American Ninja Warrior, but I'm Jimmy Carter, and I'm gay. I'm gay Jimmy Carter. All right, so that was the segment. It was just me doing presidential impressions. Do you guys have any presidents you want to hear me do an impression of and just talk about gay shit? Sound off, okay? Sound off.
Shut up and sit down.